We started again very poorly, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how we can stop conceding all these sloppy goals. However, the boys came back strong. They kept pushing. I'm grateful again for the character. They're always fighting. They don't give up. But again, I told them I need to take care of the ball. I need to keep the ball much more better, because we're losing the ball when we're not supposed to lose the ball. It's being too sloppy, being too careless with the ball, and that's not good for a team that is playing with this style of play. It's very dangerous because whenever you lose the ball, you're going to concede. You get better teams, that can, exploit situations. They'll punish you.
Coach, talk about the number of changes you made. Of course, seeing Kaligadi played at right back, seeing youngster Bangwani being given his first start of the season. Take us through the changes you made and the bold decision you made.
I think again, I told you guys in the press conference, I have big nuts, big balls, and I try to give each and every player based on how they train, based on how they respond to the way we play. And Missy came in, he was from school, he did the exams. I think he trained with us for 4 or 5 days. But you could see the boy is very intelligent, he has a very sweet left foot. And I was like, okay, why not? Why not give this player the opportunity? I told the boys in the dressing room, Coach Mike Mutebi gave me my first game at KCCA against Goma here, and he had so much confidence in me, and I have to do the same thing, and I'm giving all of them. Bruno came in as well. He's been training well. When he came in against, what's the other team he played?
Nick.
Against Neck, he came in and gave us a good shift, so they'll play. I have Seki Bengo hasn't yet got his chance, yes, but he'll get his chance. You can see we rotated in the center back row. We tried to get a left footer on the left side, of the center back, on the left side. And I tried to bring Enoch as well in there. Leti had come back, like I told you the last time, that I didn't know if I was going to play him, but Leti is a different player. He's very special, and I had to give him that game time. But you could see Ibrahim came in. He does the same job. The captain has always been there. He'll always be there. TB, gave us a good shift. Dada, what a goal by Dada. And I always tell the guys in the dressing room about Dada. You tell Dada go play anywhere, Dada comes and gives you a good. Even though he's smiling, he doesn't play. He's smiling. I told him that's the characters we need. You keep working, get your opportunity, and use it. I brought in Janan, who has been training well, and who else was there on the left? I'm forgetting. Semuju has been working well as well, but I want him to keep the ball better. I want him to play, better in 1v1 situations. He can score for us very many goals because he has so many attributes that he can, use for us. But all is good.
I talk about the performance of goalkeeper Omedua, who got his debut.
I think the way we play, we need a goalkeeper who can use his feet, because we want to take control of the ball, and within, the offensive transition of the game, the goalkeeper is a very key component. Why? Because the other goalkeeper is not going to come and mark him. So you have an extra man with the goalkeeper. So that's why you had me telling him, to invite pressure before he passes the ball. And then we can eliminate individual players, manipulate the opponent, and then we can penetrate and try to create an end product. And you could see him, he was confident. And I like that, but I told them we're going back on Tuesday. Let's continue working because it's not yet over. We're just trying to get these things right.
Coach, during your playing days, of course, you had that sweet left foot. Fielding Miss Bangwani, did it have an impact of you probably being his admirer, the fact that he uses left, and of course, talk about his performance, given the fact that he registered 2 assists to his name?
I was a bit scared. I thought the boy wouldn't have that confidence. If you had my speech before the game, the pre-match speech, I told them to protect the boy. I told him protect the boy. But the boy has big nuts as well. The boy went in there and he was enjoying himself. And I was like, okay, I'm not worried about that. And these are the characters you need in any team. In football nowadays, there is nothing to do with your young. We have 16-year-old guys playing. And he came in and played. But there is Seki Bengo as well. No one has seen him as well, but he'll get his chance and you guys will see good football. But Ronnie, we have to improve. We have to improve because when you have the gun, you're in charge of everything. President Museveni will tell you, with the gun, he's in charge. So I need to get that gun, and I need the boys to keep it. Keep it, and we can get the results that we need.
Coach, talk about the performance of Semuju with that hat trick tonight.
Semu, is one of the best characters in the team. Everyone you ask about him says he's a nice guy. He has strength, he has speed, but we want him to use that strength and speed much more better, because he can exploit for a space, he can create for a space. When we have him in you saw him in the second half, when he isolated that young man, he was gone the whole of second half. But first half, they tried to block him and he irritated him, he tried to scratch him and all this. He kept his composure and he killed him. And that's how you play. You play with a gun. The opponent can attack. You get your saba, you finish him. And I congratulate him for that. But it's not finished. I told him I want players who have character. Character in what? Consistency. I want him to come back on Tuesday and give me more and more, because the season is not yet finished.
Coach, finally talk about the importance of this victory. Should now everyone out there believe the Obua ball is now up there?
I'm not from Nazareth. Neither am I dropping manna from heaven. I have to respect the process. And the process means every day we have to try find the pieces that can work together, and that's what we're trying to do. Ronnie, we have been here for how long? 1 month. You get, so I'm not going to lie to people. Results that we need.
Coach, talk about the performance of Semuju with that hat trick tonight.
Semu, is one of the best characters in the team. Everyone you ask about him says he's a nice guy. He has strength, he has speed, but we want him to use that strength and speed much more better, because he can exploit for a space, he can create for a space. When we have him in you saw him in the second half, when he isolated that young man, he was gone the whole of second half. But first half, they tried to block him and he irritated him, he tried to scratch him and all this. He kept his composure and he killed him. And that's how you play. You play with a gun. The opponent can attack. You get your saba, you finish him. And I congratulate him for that. But it's not finished. I told him I want players who have character. Character in what? Consistency. I want him to come back on Tuesday and give me more and more, because the season is not yet finished.
Coach, finally talk about the importance of this victory. Should now everyone out there believe the Obua ball is now up there?
I'm not from Nazareth. Neither am I dropping manna from heaven. I have to respect the process, and the process means every day we have to try find the pieces that can work together, and that's what we're trying to do. Ronnie, we have been here for how long? 1 month. You get, so I'm not going to lie to people, try to tell them that hey, we have arrived because we have won today. We have arrived. We have a lot of work to do, and we are going to train. Our next game is on the 29th. I'm not giving them a break. We're coming in on Tuesday. We shall train Wednesday, Thursday, and continue trying to build our style of play, because it's not easy. It's so brave, and the players are playing in very tight, spaces. So I haven't arrived yet. We have won the game, but you could see there are certain mistakes that we made. So I'm not fully excited or saying I'm going to win the league or this, and there are so many things that we have to improve on. Our pitch is really horrible. If you've been there, you've seen the pitch. We have not trained for 3 days. You are there 3 or 4 days. We haven't trained, but we had to play this game. The only time we trained is when we came to Lugazi. So I'm not promising anyone, I don't know, whatever. I'm promising everyone I am following a certain process. And by the time we get it right, like I told you, teams are going to suffer.
Coach, maybe talk about the period, like from today until when you're going to play your next game. Do you think this will help you further understand the team?
A lot. Because I have 35 players. And in between these days, I'm going to look for friendly matches, keep on watching them, and keep on trying combinations and see which combination is good for us, especially in the back, because we have conceded so many goals in the back. So I'm trying to find that rhythm as well in the middle of the pitch, who can transition for us the ball from the middle third to the final third. And of course also the wingers. Today Semuju has done well, but I want Moses to do well. I want Sunday to do well. So And you've seen our problem is we have a huge problem in 1v1 situations. And you know, the way we play, our exit is where? In the flanks. But we are not, you know, doing it fully because we can exploit teams in these areas.
Thank you very much, coach, and once again, congratulations for that big play.
Thank you, Ronnie.